Chapter 12, Managing Multiple Platforms and Listings. Welcome to Chapter 12 of the Guide to Short-Term Rental Management. In Chapter 11, we delved into the critical financial strategies of dynamic pricing and revenue management. Now we turn our attention to the equally important operational challenge and opportunity of managing multiple platforms and listings. To maximize visibility and reach a broad spectrum of potential guests, it is often essential to list your properties on various online travel agencies as well as your own direct booking channels. However, this multi-platform approach brings its own set of complexities. This chapter will guide you through understanding the major platforms, avoiding common pitfalls like channel conflict, optimizing your listings for each channel, maintaining brand consistency, and staying abreast of ever-changing platform policies. Airbnb, Vrbo, Booking.com, and direct bookings. The short-term rental landscape is dominated by a few major online travel agencies, alongside the increasingly important channel of direct bookings. Understanding the nuances of each can help you tailor your distribution strategy. Airbnb often targets a broad audience, including younger travelers, those seeking unique or experiential stays, and guests looking for a wide variety of property types, from shared rooms to entire luxury homes. Their commission model has traditionally offered a choice between a host-only fee, where the entire service fee is deducted from the host payout, or a split fee, where the fee is divided between the host and the guest. Airbnb's listing style often encourages showcasing the unique character of a property and the personality of the host or manager. Vrbo, which is part of the Expedia group, has historically focused more on traditional vacation rental homes, often appealing to families and larger groups looking for entire properties. Their commission model typically involves a per-booking fee, though they have also offered a subscription model for hosts with consistent bookings. The listing style on Vrbo tends to be more focused on the property's amenities and suitability for family or group vacations. Booking.com is a global giant that lists a vast array of accommodation types, including hotels, apartments, vacation homes, and more, attracting a very broad and international audience. Their commission model for properties like short-term rental is typically a pay-per-booking percentage charged to the accommodation provider. The listing presentation on Booking.com often feels more traditional and hotel-like, with a strong emphasis on clear information, rates, and availability. Beyond these online travel agencies, direct bookings represent a crucial channel for any professional property manager. The primary importance of direct bookings lies in the ability to secure reservations without paying online travel agency commission fees, which can significantly improve profitability. Moreover, direct bookings allow you to build a direct relationship with your guests, have more control over your booking policies and communication, and strengthen your own brand identity. Methods for generating direct bookings include having a professional, mobile-friendly website with an integrated booking engine, actively marketing to past guests to encourage repeat direct bookings, and utilizing social media platforms effectively. Your distribution strategy should consider the pros and cons of being listed on each of these major platforms and potentially others relevant to your niche or location. Diversification of your booking sources is generally a good approach to reduce reliance on any single channel. It is also important to recognize that different platforms might attract different types of guests or different booking patterns, such as longer stays or shorter lead times, even for the same property. Your understanding of these nuances can inform your marketing and revenue management efforts. Channel conflict and double bookings. While a multi-platform strategy is beneficial for visibility, it introduces the risk of channel conflict and the dreaded double bookings. These issues can cause significant guest dissatisfaction, operational chaos, and damage to your reputation. Channel conflict refers to discrepancies in key information such as rates, availability, minimum stay requirements, or even listing descriptions and photos for the same property across different distribution platforms. This can confuse potential guests and make your offerings appear unprofessional. Channel conflict often arises from the complexities of manually updating multiple platforms, a lack of real-time synchronization between systems, or running different promotional offers on various online travel agencies without managing them centrally and consistently. One potential outcome of ineffective channel management is a double booking, which occurs when two or more separate guests book the same property for the same dates or overlapping dates. This is an absolute nightmare scenario for property managers. The consequences are manifold: extreme guest dissatisfaction and frustration, as one party will have their booking canceled, often at short notice. Scathing negative reviews. Potential costs associated with relocating the displaced guest, and possible penalties from the online travel agencies, which can include a drop in your listing's search ranking, financial fines, or even suspension of your account. Such incidents can severely damage your professional reputation with both guests and property owners. Prevention is therefore paramount. As we discussed in Chapter 8, the most effective way to prevent channel conflict and double bookings is by using a reliable channel manager, typically integrated within your property management system. These systems provide real-time calendar synchronization across all connected online travel agencies and your direct booking site. They enable centralized rate and availability management, so any change made in the property management system is automatically pushed out to all channels. When a booking is made on any platform, the property management system automatically blocks those dates across all other channels almost instantaneously, virtually eliminating the risk of double bookings. The reliability of these systems often depends on the quality of their application programming interface connections with the online travel agencies. While some very small-scale operators, with only one or two properties, might attempt manual checks and updates, this approach is highly inefficient, extremely risky, and simply not scalable for a professional property management business. Optimizing listings for each platform. Simply listing your properties across multiple platforms is not enough. To truly maximize your visibility and booking conversion rates, you need to engage in optimizing your listings for each specific platform. Each online travel agency, like Airbnb, Vrbo, or Booking.com, has its own unique search algorithm, ranking factors, user interface, and guest audience. A generic one-size-fits-all listing that is merely copied and pasted across channels will likely underperform. There are several key areas for optimization on each platform. Your titles or headlines should be catchy, keyword-rich, and tailored to fit the character limits and preferred style of each platform. For instance, Airbnb might favor more descriptive and evocative titles, while Booking.com might prefer more direct and factual headlines. Photos are universally crucial. You always need high-quality, professional photography. However, the order in which photos are displayed, the types of photos that are emphasized, such as showcasing family-friendly features prominently on Vrbo, or unique design elements on Airbnb, and even the captions used can be optimized for each platform's audience and interface. Your property descriptions also need careful tailoring. Instead of a generic block of text, highlight the features and benefits most relevant to the typical audience of each specific platform. Use formatting options available on each platform to improve readability and subtly incorporate relevant keywords that potential guests might use in their searches on that particular site. Consider whether a more narrative, storytelling approach, often effective on Airbnb, or a more direct fact listing style, which can work well on Booking.com, is more appropriate. One of the most critical areas for optimization is accurately and comprehensively tagging all amenities using each platform's specific checklist or amenity list. Guests frequently use search filters based on amenities such as pool, pet-friendly, Wi-Fi, or hot tub. If your property has these but they are not correctly tagged in a platform's system, your listing simply will not appear in those filtered searches. Your house rules and policies, including cancellation and payment, should be clearly stated and fundamentally consistent, but they need to be presented according to the specific format and requirements of each platform. While your core pricing and availability will be managed centrally through your property management system and channel manager, you should always double-check how this information is being displayed and ensure it is accurately reflected and strategically optimized for each channel. For platforms like Airbnb that feature a host profile, take the time to build out a complete and trustworthy profile that showcases your professionalism and personality, as this can significantly influence guest booking decisions. Consider informal A/B testing by experimenting with different titles, lead photos, or descriptive phrases on each platform over time, and observing any impact on views or booking conversion rates. Many platforms also provide basic analytics for hosts or property managers, allowing you to monitor listing views, click-through rates, and booking conversion rates. Use this data to guide your ongoing optimization efforts and refine your approach for each specific channel. Maintaining brand consistency. When you manage multiple properties, potentially across various platforms, brand consistency in the context of short-term rentals means ensuring a uniform and recognizable brand image, a consistent tone of voice in your communications, and a reliable standard of quality and service across all guest touchpoints, regardless of which booking platform they used or which specific property in your portfolio they booked. The importance of this consistency cannot be overstated. It helps to build trust with potential guests, assuring them of a certain level of quality and professionalism. It projects a professional image, differentiating your offerings from more amateur or inconsistent individual hosts. Over time, it fosters brand recognition, making it more likely that past guests will remember you and seek you out for future stays. Strong brand consistency can also significantly encourage direct bookings, as guests who have had a positive experience under your brand may prefer to book directly with you next time. Ultimately, it helps to differentiate your business in a crowded marketplace. Several elements contribute to brand consistency. Your visuals are a key component. This includes maintaining a consistent high quality and style of photography across all your listings and your direct booking website. If you have a company logo, ensure its usage is consistent in your communications and online presence. Your tone of voice in all written communications, from listing descriptions and automated guest messages to your responses to inquiries and reviews, should be consistent. Decide on your brand's voice, such as professional yet friendly, warm and helpful, or chic and sophisticated, and ensure all communications reflect it. Perhaps most importantly, there must be consistency in your service standards. This means guests should experience similar high levels of cleanliness, the same quality and range of essential amenities provided, consistent responsiveness to their needs, and effective problem resolution, no matter which property they book within your portfolio. Even the property's staging and presentation should reflect your brand standards, ensuring that all properties you manage are presented in a consistently appealing and welcoming manner. There are, however, challenges to maintaining perfect brand consistency, especially visually, as different booking platforms have their own layouts, photo requirements, and restrictions that can make it difficult to achieve an identical look and feel everywhere. To overcome these, develop clear brand guidelines for your team, covering aspects like communication style, photo standards, and service protocols. Use templates for common communications to ensure consistency in messaging. Make sure all your staff, from reservation agents to cleaners, understand and can effectively represent your brand values in their interactions and work. Where feasible, centralizing content creation for listings, or at least having a central review process, can also help maintain a consistent voice and quality. Platform policy changes and best practices. The online travel agency landscape is incredibly dynamic. These platforms frequently update their policies, algorithms, features, and terms of service for hosts, property managers, and guests. What was standard practice last year might be outdated or even non-compliant this year. Therefore, a crucial aspect of successfully managing multiple platforms is staying informed about these changes and adhering to best practices. The importance of staying informed cannot be stressed enough. You need to actively monitor official communications from the online travel agencies themselves. This includes subscribing to their host or partner newsletters, regularly reading their official blogs and help center articles, and paying attention to any notifications within your platform dashboards. Beyond official channels, keeping an eye on short-term rental industry news publications, online forums, and professional groups can be very helpful, as significant platform changes and their implications are often discussed and analyzed by the wider community. Additionally, your property management system or channel manager provider will often communicate important platform changes that might affect their integrations or require action on your part. Common areas where policy changes often occur include guest cancellation policies, which have seen significant evolution. the review systems and how reviews are moderated or disputed, payment processing procedures and fee structures, non-discrimination policies, which are critically important to adhere to, specific safety requirements or equipment that properties must have, and overall host performance standards. When platform policies change, you need to be agile in adapting your listings, your operational procedures, and even your guest agreements as necessary to remain compliant and competitive. For instance, if an online travel agency changes its cancellation policy options, you will need to review and select the option that best fits your strategy and ensure this is reflected accurately in your listings. Beyond just reacting to policy changes, adhering to generally accepted and often platform-reinforced best practices is key to long-term success on these channels. This includes always maintaining accurate and truthful listings, ensuring all information, photos, and listed amenities are up to date and correctly represent the property. It means providing prompt, professional, and helpful communication with guests at all stages. Consistently achieving high cleanliness standards is fundamental. It is also vital to honor all confirmed bookings and avoid canceling on guests, as this can incur severe penalties and damage your reputation. Strict adherence to all non-discrimination policies is an absolute requirement. And of course, continuously striving to maintain high review scores by providing excellent experiences is a core best practice that influences your visibility and success on all platforms. Failing to adhere to platform policies or consistently falling short of best practice standards can have serious consequences, ranging from your listings being pushed down in search results to temporary listing suspension, permanent account deactivation, or even financial penalties in some cases. Therefore, adopting a proactive approach is highly recommended. Regularly review your presence and performance on each platform. Audit your listings for accuracy and compliance, and ensure your team is up to date on the latest requirements and best practices for each channel you use. This completes Chapter 12. We have covered the essentials of managing your presence across major booking platforms and direct channels, from understanding their individual characteristics and avoiding conflicts, to optimizing your listings, maintaining brand consistency, and navigating the ever-important platform policies. In Chapter 13, we will delve into the critical back-office function of financial tracking, reporting, and owner statements.